Last time on Improv Tabletop, we gathered back together with Troop 4x2 beneath Barad-dûr at the beginning of a terrible battle against the spiders and the orcs therein, which didn't honestly last very long because we had some very effective fighting by our friends using the light of Erendil to get rid of all the spiders and convincing the head chef, the hobgoblin, that you were inspectors sent by Sauron, and he, not wanting to deal with all the bureaucracy and red tape, ran away, and not too long after that, all of the rest of the orcs also decided to run away. So you were free to go and just grab all the wooden nickels from the big pile of staff members and free them from the webbing. However, one of the staff members, it turns out, was a terrible eldritch beast named Mr. Bean. And while trying to steal one of the wooden nickels from Mr. Bean, Pilfer got punched in the solar plexus so hard that he took a wound. And Oleg over here was just getting so overcome with his desire and his greed for the wooden nickels that he almost went a little bit Gollum himself. And as an effort to try and cover the fact that Pilfer had stolen one of the wooden nickels, they tossed Mr. Bean down a chute into the tunnels where he fell on top of Gollum, and the two of them formed an unholy alliance against our heroes. With all of the nickels finally in their possession, they decided to head back to the flag bowl where they could turn in their wooden nickels for some good goodies. They got one candy bar and also a key that goes to something. We don't know what it goes to. We'll have to find that out. But there was one candy bar that got shared by everybody in Troop 4x2. Such good teamwork. But then during our downtime, Pilfer spent the entire time actually learning merit badges, working on finding a new solace. Master Brickithon went to the trading post and mouthed off a little bit about the Palantir that he has in his possession and made John Wayne very angry at him for some reason that we don't know. And also using some assistance from Oleg, who built himself a haunted camera that has a very vengeful, unquiet spirit inside of it, took some pictures of a picture of the weird device in the door to Master... Oh, goodness, the sentences I'm saying. In the door to Master Bartholomew's office, and discovered that the device speaks in a way that is not audible to regular mortal ears, kind of not dissimilar from the way that spirits speak to each other. And then Oleg, while he was out doing donuts on his Argo in the middle of the forest, caught sight of something very unusual. Oleg discovered that the secret 10th layer of hell is being built in Camp Studston. There's going to be a grand reveal of some sorts, and this is all being overseen by the devil, like from the Bible, played by Tim Curry. And that is legitimately where we left off.
It never got less insane. You know, and it didn't start very sane either.
We're in uncharted territory.
You clarify that it's from the Bible, but then say played by Tim Curry. So I think I'm realizing that when I read the Bible, I didn't realize Tim Curry was portraying the devil when I read it.
The whole time.
Yep, the whole time.
He's that good.
Yeah, it gets a lot more interesting when you have that context.
I would listen to an audiobook of the Bible if Tim Curry recorded it.
Oh boy, what's going to happen next here in the world of the Tension Builders? Let's find out, I guess. Oh boy. What's shaking, everybody? You're listening to Improv Tabletop, The Tension Builders, the bump in the dark actual play where, if it's not apparent by now, we're making up everything on the spot. I'm Ned Wilcock, your host and GM, and today I'm joined by...
Caleb Anderton, hanging on for dear life.
Christian Randall, drowning in dice.
Evan Peterson, I'm just happy to be here.
And our special guest...
Jay Porter, and I wildly misunderstood where I was. I seriously thought I was in Bible study, but I guess we're doing this now.
Surprise.
Yep, you definitely signed on for maybe more than you realized you were signing on for by getting into this campaign here. But we've got a whole new hunt ahead of us. We're going to start by getting into sort of the teaser for what's going to happen. And we usually start by figuring out what the event is going to be in the camp that's getting disrupted by this strange supernatural occurrence. The one that comes to mind for me is the nature trail. This is something that, as a nature staff member, we would often take the scouts up and down this trail that had a good variety of different plants on it so we could show them off. And what kind of nature trail would happen in Camp Studston? Well, we know we've got a kraken in the lake. We know that we've got giant spider caves all over the place, so it would surely be a very interesting nature trail. And who should they bring in to lead the nature trail? We need a special celebrity guest, somebody who's very experienced in the field. So we're going to cut to this special guest who's gotten a little bit sidetracked on his way to Camp Studston. This kind of gangly looking minifigure setting up like a handy camcorder kind of situation on a tripod. And he steps back and gets into the frame. Welcome everybody to another episode of Nigel Thornberry's Wild Adventures, or whatever the name of my show is.
As soon as you made that little nose noise, I knew who it was.
I have found myself waylaid here in the woods outside of Camp Studston because I've made a fascinating discovery. You'll see behind me the entrance to the 10th layer of hell, which I did not know prior to this moment exists in this world. I have taken but a brief moment to survey the interior of this area, and I have made a most interesting discovery, a special layer of the underworld built for a very special group of individuals. And I have noticed they all share similar characteristics. It is almost as if, suspend your belief here for a moment, dear listener, it is almost as if all of the individuals imprisoned, all of these villains, one could imagine them being played by the very same actor. How strange.
The 10th Circle of Hell is just Tim Curry characters.
He needs his own.
We've got Long John Silver from the Muppet Treasure Island movies.
Absolutely. We've got the evil concierge from Home Alone 2.
We've got the bad guy from the Color Purple miniseries.
You've got Pennywise.
Oh boy, you do. There's the Color of Magic miniseries, and he plays one of the...
Yes, he plays Truman.
Yes.
Trymon, however they pronounce it in that.
Did I say the Color Purple?
You did. It is definitely the Color of Magic.
Very different show.
Yeah.
I was definitely thinking of the Color of Magic.
And I was sitting here thinking, dang, Tim Curry's been in a lot more than I thought he was in. Now, just imagine this broad swath, this incredible number of individuals, all of these villains all gathered into one place. Surely shenanigans will be afoot down here. And I know that I am due at Camp Studston in but a few short hours, but listener, I cannot suppress my adventurer's urge. Therefore, I'm going to take just a short detour, a short, simple detour during which nothing is going to go wrong, into the 10th layer of hell. Everybody, I will be back shortly. This is Nigel Thornberry signing off.
Amazing.
And now we cut back to the haunted campsite, where our troops in Troop 4x2 are getting ready for the nature trail. What crazy stuff is happening in the haunted campsite today?
I'm definitely taking the time to hone my craft. So I've got the Argo fixed up now, and I've put a little like helipad landing thing on the back for the Flying Dutchman. So the Flying Dutchman and the Argo are like my little Voltron that I drive around. So I'm making sure I can properly land the Flying Dutchman on the back of my Argo and then take it off and get good, pictures.
Yeah, just give me a quick rig roll to see how well this is going for you.
Okay.
Just for fun of it. Low stakes roll.
Low stakes. McKenna was the last one to play, so there are far more dice in my dice tray than normally there are.
Yeah, she rolled terribly last night.
I will not use her dice then. I'm going to pull out my dice.
She rolled terribly last night.
Hey, I rolled pretty okay. I got 2 4s.
All right, partial success. So you're still trying to sync up the GPS units between the two, and they haven't quite figured out exactly where each other is. So you're trying to land the Flying Dutchman. You enter the landing protocol, and it flies over to the dishwashing station where, surprise, Giles is still washing dishes, and it lands right on top of his head and clicks onto the little nub on top of his head.
Giles has been bald this whole time?
Surprise!
A very devious thought enters my mind, and I just see Can the Flying Dutchman pick up Giles, like, just a little bit?
Yeah, I think the Flying Dutchman, realizing that it is not where it's supposed to be, like, starts beeping, error, not attached to Argo. It's going to try and make it to the right place, and yes, it does pick up Giles while he's washing the dishes and starts flying him over to the Argo. And it like lands on top of the helipad, but it realizes that there's an obstruction, so it tries to push harder to get onto the helipad. So Giles is just being like contorted and squished every which way as the Flying Dutchman is trying to land on the helipad.
Classic. I'm gonna keep trying to make it land.
All right. So while this is going on, Master Brickithon and Pilfer.
I'm just sitting at a picnic table working on I want to be building a ship in a bottle.
Okay.
But there's no finicky like working through the neck of a bottle because this is Lego. And as I just learned from Google, there was actually a ship in a bottle Lego set that is retired that I really want to now spend $200 to buy on Amazon because it's very beautiful.
Googling now.
But it's one of those. So you just build half the bottle and then build the ship and then build the rest of the bottle around it because it's multiple smaller plastic pieces.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I would recommend everybody look this up because that is a gorgeous Lego set. Holy cow.
Right? I want it on my shelf.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm just, I'm building a ship in a bottle.
All right, yeah. Let's have you roll to rig, I suppose, and see how well you're actually doing merit badges at Builder Camp is going for you.
Actually, I'm realizing that if I am a Lego minifig, I'm building this to scale. So I'm building an entire ship.
And a giant glass bottle.
The bottle is significantly larger than I am.
Which maybe is thematically appropriate for the fact that you have no dots in rig. So roll 2d6 and take the lower.
Okay.
Hey, Evan, if you look on eBay, you can buy it for only $115 rather than $200.
Oh, my wife's going to be so not happy.
And it's guaranteed no pieces missing, right?
Oh. If you look on AliExpress, you can get it for $25.
Sure, that's the same thing.
If you want it for 15, I know a guy. No, I'm just kidding.
My lower number was a 4.
Hey!
All right, so that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. You finish building it, and as you click the last piece into place, you're looking around, looking up at your big old ship, feeling the water lapping around your 1 foot that isn't a peg leg, and very satisfied, you're like, okay, let's go get some food. And you bump into the side of the inside of the bottle, and you look up at the neck of the bottle like, wait a second.
You built yourself into a ship in a bottle. I love it.
All right, I'm good with that. This will take me a little while, so...
Yeah, and while that's going on, Scoops is chatting with Master Brickithon. I'm just so excited. I used to watch Nigel Thornberry's show every single Saturday morning while I was growing up. And the fact that he's coming here and that he's going to be here definitely for sure and has not gotten waylaid on his journey, I'm just so stoked.
I'll stop trying to crush Giles for a minute. So, this Thornberry is impressive man? Is wilderness man?
Yes, one of the most experienced wilderness men ever to walk the face of this world. That is definitely the Earth, I think. Lego Earth? Sure. Yep, one of the most impressive wilderness wanderers that ever has been on the Earth, and nothing bad would ever happen to him, surely, while he's trying to get from place to place through the wilderness.
I take my claw hand and I scratch my 5 a.m. stubble.
Oh boy.
When was he to arrive?
Well, he was supposed to arrive, and he looks down at his like little Casio watch. It's actually, he's got a calculator watch. He's the kind of guy who would have a calculator watch.
One of my people.
Oh shoot, well actually he was supposed to be here like 6 hours ago, I'm suddenly realizing.
Should we perhaps do a little sleuthing and see why he is not here?
That would be great. You guys get stuff done. I have to admit, you get stuff done.
That we do.
Yeah, if you could take a moment and just see if maybe you can because he's supposed to be coming from these coordinates, and he pulls out a little orienteering set and hands it to you guys. He's supposed to be coming from these coordinates, so maybe there's something in between there and here that he ran into.
I will click into Argo and go. I need my friends, though.
Before you get into the Argo, you hear a little bring bring, and you see Master Brickithon doing a major jump over the Argo on a mountain bike. And
Wow, we are yes-anding stuff that...
Yes-anding stuff that should not need to be yes-anded. So listeners may remember that in our last session, Pilfer was looking at the character sheet being like, when did my solace turn into wearing a chamber pot as a hat? Turns out it wasn't McKenna or Christian who changed that, it was Thomas Ryan. And now, part of Master Brickithon's solace is extreme mountain biking, it turns out.
And I'll land and just fishtail a little bit as I come around, and I'll say, Oleg, Pilfer, look what I found in the garage.
We did just get a garage.
Oh, it makes too much sense. Why does it actually fit?
Oh my gosh.
That was wicked sweet, my dude.
And I go,
Wow, that looks incredible, matey.
Oh yeah, he's still in bottle. We must get him out of bottle.
Dude, I imagine like Patrol X by this point has gotten like a rope system rigged up, and they're pulling Pilfer out like piece by piece through the neck of the bottle.
Through the neck of the bottle.
One hook hand, one peg leg.
Oh, I love that.
yeah, that was just actually my head and torso inside the bottle yelling that.
Yeah, after a while, you find yourself reassembled on the outside, and you could ride on the pegs, I suppose, of Master Brickithon's bike, or you could just hop into one of the many comfortable seats in the Argo.
This Argo is model Frontier 700 8x8. Very good model.
Wow. All right, I suppose I'll join you. But when we get back and have a bit of downtime, I think I'm going to shred some trails on my sweet BMX. I don't know what it's called.
I just found it in a garage and it works, and that's good enough for me.
I'm riding in the Argo.
All right.
I'll jump in the Argo as well.
Wonderful.
So you all hop in and start following the directions. Let's go ahead and, Oleg, since you're driving, we'll get our first investigation roll for this hunt here. As you're going along, because you have the baby driver ability that you just gained, you gain +1 die on all rolls related to driving.
Nice.
So you said this is a hunt roll?
Yeah, you are hunting for Nigel Thornberry. So roll 2d6 with your extra die from baby driver.
That is a 6.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. You're following the directions just perfectly, and right along the path, you suddenly realize, wait a second, I've been here before. I've seen this before. And you arrive at the construction site of the 10th layer of hell.
I may have forgotten to mention, my friends. This is hell.
What?
So
But I don't think the camp is really that bad.
no, the camp is very primo. The latest installment, thanks to our ever eager friends from the Icons of the World series, they brought in the secret 10th layer of hell. I heard about it from the devil.
Like from the Bible? I'm a bit concerned about those who are planning these special icons to be brought into the camp. I mean, first we had Barad-dûr and like part of Mordor. That's basically hell from the Middle Earth stuff. And then now we have actual... It's just something nefarious seems to be going on. I feel like we need to look into that.
We may be searching the trees instead of the forest. I see what you say.
So that is our first clue for this hunt. The 10th layer of hell has been constructed here. We're going to, just because I think it's more fun when we have the longer progress clock, I'm going to give you guys another 8 clock for this hunt.
I like it.
So this is an active construction site?
Yes, active construction site of the 10th layer of hell. It's not ready to be unveiled quite yet.
Okay. So I'd like to pull out a chamber pot that I've painted to look like a hard hat and wear it as a hat.
Of course.
I'm going to see if the same trick can work twice, and I'm going to go up to some of the construction workers. I'm going to be like, government inspector here to check out the site.
All right. And Jay, when your character hears the word inspector, Where have you been this entire time?
I am walking around with my notepad and cigarette in my little claw. It's like but it's like a massive cigarette because it has to fit in the claw. I'm just walking over there and and I hear him say investigator with my large ears, and I walk over and I'm like, investigator, huh? I haven't heard about you in the HPD down at operations. Just wondering what case you're on right now.
And describe what Pilfer sees as you come up approaching.
So you see a demon he's bright red. He's got the big pointy ears, but he's also wearing a trench coat and a fedora.
Of course he's got.
And a devil tail just kind of going around. And he's holding his cigarette, but he's also got a cigarette painted on his, Lego piece. So he's technically got 2 cigarettes. But so that one that never leaves his mouth and then one that he's actually holding.
That's how you know he's really cool.
Yeah, it's like he's seen some things.
Yeah, Pilfer, you see this demon PI show up in front of you.
No, just safety inspection, just coming to investigate the site and make sure everything's up to code, you understand?
Oh yeah, I understand. So what level division are you a part of?
Upper?
I see. The upper level division. Got it.
The suits and bosses and management.
So you don't mind if I ask for some identification?
Oh, yeah, of course. And I'm going to shuffle in my bag. And as last time, I, in my gear, have my forged documents.
So you pull out an ID card for the upper layer of hell.
Yep,
Just says upper.
It does specifically say under forged documents, fake IDs and passports are included. So yeah, I pull out a fake inspector passport or ID. There you go. And it has my picture and my name, and it says official upper management boss man inspector.
I take it and I start looking at it and I say, this might as well been done in crayon. Here, let me show you a real ID. And I pull out my ID that says Sam Stud, HPD 7th level division.
7th level.
I guess there's more levels than I thought.
Yes, there are. And my question is, who are you and what brings you to this active construction site with looks like a chamber pot on this fella's head? So it's not the only thing that's holding I just say something smells funny around here, if you know what I'm saying.
Speaking of the construction site, the construction workers by this point, they're just like, this is above our pay grade, and they've just disappeared to another area of the construction site.
I'm gonna turn around to the rest of the crew and be like, guys, this guy feels he feels really official, and he's also a little mean. He just made fun of my head, and it didn't feel good. So maybe just
Does that make him our boss?
I mean, we work for the camp. Hell is within the camp, but this is complicated.
Listen, Mr. Stud, we are the ones in the camp who get things done. Ask anybody, and they will tell you that you have to admit we get things done. And really, the reason we have come here is we are supposed to have a special guest, a certain Nigel Thornberry, who has come to lead our young builders on the nature trail. But he seems to have gone missing and has been missing for some number of hours. And we know he was supposed to be coming in this direction. You haven't happened to have seen him anywhere, have you?
I haven't, but it sounds like to me that you're wanting to declare an active missing persons investigation.
Indeed, yes.
All right. Well, I guess I could share with you my services and tag along, if you will. In fact, I kind of want to tag along because I'm still kind of wary of a pirate, an old man, and a Russian.
Hey, I'm vaguely Eastern European.
All right, commie, let's go.
Do you be saying that slick-talking 1920s investigators don't spell trouble?
I mean, not to mention you are an actual demon.
All right, wise guy.
It's true. Wise is part of your, character description.
It is, that's... Thank you.
Ooh, actually, we may need him to get us into some of the parts of hell we're not really supposed to be in. So
That's true. Yes, we would be glad to have you along. Thank you.
All right. Well, then I guess the first thing we need to do is look for some clues. Can you give me a description of what this Nigel Thornberry is supposed to look like?
Well, I have watched his program as well, just like Scoops used to do back in the day. He has the largest nose you've ever seen on a human being, a very, very bushy mustache, just pointing straight out to both sides.
I sent a picture. It's of a Lego construction of Nigel Thornberry. It's horrifying.
It is horrifying.
Is this picture an actual Lego thing, or is this a...
I hope this isn't official.
Is his nose an owl?
His nose appears to be an owl.
His nose is an owl.
Wow.
And his ears are...
His ears are battle droids.
His ears are Star Wars droids.
Are you sure you want to find this guy?
This looks like a little brick construction of this character, just probably done by a fan.
Oh boy.
That is amazing.
Oh boy. Yep. Horrors abound.
We have to drop this in the Patreon for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yes, that's exactly what he looks like. I guess Oleg pulls up a picture on his satellite watch or whatever.
All right. Well, we could take this down to HQ and see if they have any files or any other active investigations for this guy or anything like that. If you want to just follow me, I'll take you down.
Would you like a ride? I have a very nice vehicle.
Yeah, that sounds like probably better than walking. My car's in the shop, so yeah, if you don't mind giving me a ride, that'd be great.
All right. Vroom, 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 vroom.
And just like that, you find yourselves at a large pair of glass doors just built into the side of this basalt mining quarry sort of looking thing. Very corporate looking glass doors.
I always knew hell would be full of bureaucracy.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of laws down here. All right, just follow me, and I open the door, and I want to say, it's a police department, so I want to go up to the front desk and be like, Judy, so any information you have on this fella right here, and I want to pull up his watch and just grab his arm and show it to him.
All right, so we're going to have you make your first roll of the campaign.
Okay.
Let's have you, I think because it's like, oh yeah, Judy, you're my coworker, let's have you roll to connect. So that's going to be 1d6 for you.
Just 1d6?
Mm-hmm. Unless you want to try and pull your weight, you could try to compel her, maybe order her, and get 2d6 on that.
I want to compel her, but in the James Bond way, flirtatious.
Oh, so you're trying to sway her. That's
Yeah.
also 2d6.
So 2d6 would be like, Judy, you're looking quite fiery today. I think I found something on my way to get my morning cup of joe. I decided to pick these up for you, and I show her some Lego flowers.
Camera pans to her. She is just like a being entirely made out of flame. Oh, honey. And a bunch of smoke just goes pouring out of her mouth. You shouldn't have. But we'll see how she responds to these flowers based on your roll.
Okay, so I got a 6 and a 4.
Oh, yeah. She reaches out, grabs the flowers. They instantly melt into a puddle in her hand. I appreciate the thought regardless. Now, usually I would have to have you draw a number, and then you would sit and wait for it to get read, but it would never actually get read. But since you have the key to my heart there, sweet Sammy, you can head right on through.
Judy, always a pleasure. I love breathing in the smoke that you shoot. All right, come on, fellas.
And as you go walking through the lobby towards the back door, you can see there are just countless hordes of people. It's like an airport terminal that goes on forever of people just sitting in very uncomfortable chairs, looking at little strips of paper in their hands. And one person's like, mine says 575,600. I feel like it's going to take a while for them to get to that.
This be how I always imagined hell.
Yeah, it's not a very happy place, if you catch my meaning. All right.
Is Beetlejuice somewhere in here waiting?
I'm going to roll for it. Even though he is played by Michael Keaton, not Tim Curry, he does happen to be there.
The vibes are kind of the same.
Fun fact about hell, a lot of people down here are people who made a salary of $1 billion, people who were dictators, people that were murderers and all that things. But if you're all 3, you get VIP hell.
Wait, so does that mean that hell'll be better for you, or is it even worse?
It's even worse. Just imagine normal hell. Just imagine normal hell, but without chairs.
Oh, standing room only.
We be sailing into strange waters indeed.
And you go walking into the offices behind the front sort of panel of, it's just booth after booth after booth, glass window with the little grill inside for speaking back and forth, little space at the bottom, stainless steel desk where you can slide stuff back and forth, but nobody is standing at any of these windows because nobody's number has been called. You just see office worker after office worker playing solitaire and Minesweeper on their Windows 95 PCs.
What's worse, Windows 95 or Windows 11?
Windows 11 is worse.
Sam, do the office workers, are they being tortured? Do they be wicked, or are they gainfully employed?
I mean, do you think it was any kid's dream to be an office worker, like, you know, at a subpar police department in hell? I don't think this was any kid's dream. If you catch what I'm saying, I don't think these guys, you know, actively wanted to be here.
Oof, I hate this place.
I get that a lot.
And finally getting through the door into the office. Because you got that successful roll, we're going to get you a clue. So you go walking up to the desk of somebody that you recognize, somebody who used to work in the 7th level precinct, but has been moved down here to the 10th level in advance of its opening. Who is this person that you recognize?
I'm gonna say it's the Tim Curry from Home Alone.
Yep, he's got this very, very fine suit, very buttoned up. Ah, yes, welcome, Sam. It's been a while since I've seen you. May I offer you a warm slice of cheese pizza?
Cheese pizza, just for me.
Now, surely you've not come down here for no reason whatsoever. I have some information for you, if information is what you require.
That is what me and these fellows over here, we needed some information on a Nigel Thornberry missing persons case.
Ah, yes, a very interesting case, that one. He showed up, but turns out he is the one person played by Tim Curry who's not a complete dirtbag. He doesn't actually belong here. It's probably not entirely true. But yes, we decided that we needed to do some special investigation into this individual. But then, as we were taking him to be interrogated, it seems that one of the prisoners inside has escaped, but we haven't been able to discern exactly which one it is.
One of the prisoners has escaped.
Yes, a very, very powerful prisoner, surely to have escaped from these bonds.
Oh boy, this case just keeps getting sweatier. All right, can you at least give us any clues or locations or people we should go interrogate?
Ah, yes. The interrogation wing is just down this hallway over here. Nigel Thornberry was about to be interrogated, but he got snatched up by something mysterious and shadowy.
Oh,
Mysterious and shadowy, eh?
so you had him, but he's not here anymore because he got snatched.
Terribly inconvenient, that, isn't it?
Yes, he's supposed to be leading the young builders on a nature walk as we speak.
Ah, young people, if you ask me, they all belong down here.
Well, I might agree with you, but another time.
How young is young people?
And he looks at you and his brows instantly furrow. I can't tell whether you are 12 or 25.
I am not sure I want to tell you.
But yeah, you've got your information now about the interrogation wing.
Should we head down to the room he was held in so we can see what it looks like?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Usually I don't take civilians with me, but I think we'll make an exception this time. Hey, pal. And I say, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
And a shudder goes down his spine as you head off towards the interrogation wing.
As we go to leave his office, can I try and swipe some of those like honorary inspector badge or stickers that they give to the kids?
Yes.
And get one for each of us.
All right, yeah, let's have you roll with sneak, I think, to try and grab without being seen.
That's really bad for me, but let's do it.
That it is.
Roll 2d6, take the lower. I ain't mad about that. 2 5s.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Nice.
Partial success. So I think you grab the badges And as you snag them like these stickers and start passing them out, you hear a voice behind you saying, "Oh dear, what a vile young child stealing from the precinct. Perhaps you would like to be interrogated as well. The power of the bell commands you." And you hear a tinkling noise and turn around to see Auntie Whispers from over the garden wall. This tall, imposing figure starts ringing this bell, and nothing happens to you because you are not possessed by an evil demon.
As far as we know.
Christian, does something happen to you?
Does something happen as the power of the bell commands you?
I let out a little toot and then I run away.
Okay. Yeah, and Auntie Whispers goes, "Oh, I suppose this is one who actually has some honor left in his heart. One who has showed up here not because they belong in hell, but because they are a visitor. How strange." And she opens up an interrogation room and walks inside and starts interrogating Hexus from Fern Gully.
Man, I forgot that was Tim Curry.
That is a conversation I would love to hear.
Man, that's a throwback.
Sexy evil oil monster versus Auntie Whispers.
Ned, as we're walking through the waiting room full of Tim Curry characters, I just want to be like scanning the different faces and then once just do a very big confused double take when I see William Shakespeare, but this time as portrayed by Tim Curry in the 1978 BBC miniseries.
From our first haunt, he's back.
Shakespeare, you've changed a little bit. Yeah, he is also in one of the interrogation rooms, and he goes peering and says, "Ah, Pilfer, I'm so glad to see you again, my old friend who I've definitely met before. Would you be willing to offer an old friend a bit of a hand here?"
Will, you sound different.
No difference whatsoever, no difference at all. I am here unjustly here, surely, because I wrote all of my plays myself and did not try and pawn off Sir Francis Bacon's work as my own.
I could almost swear that you were more of a beatnik last time we met.
Really, we're just getting into semantics here at this point. If you could just open up that door, and you hear a noise come from back inside the room, and he goes, "If you could just get me out of here before my interrogator re-arrives, that would be so wonderful."
Okay, so I'm starting to develop an internal theory that this place is not occupied by Tim Currys, but turns its inhabitants into Tim Currys.
Okay. Okay, interesting theory.
You're going to become Long John Silver from Muppets Treasure Island.
So I am going to try and sneakily open this door as we walk away and just like kind of turn the knob and leave it a crack as I leave to let William Shakespeare escape in the hopes that if he returns to the surface, he will return to his good old beatniky self.
Obviously, the real Shakespeare, the one true Shakespeare. Roll to sneak, that is 2d6 for you.
The 10th circle of hell just makes you Tim Curry. That's going to be a 4.
Okay, partial success. Yeah, I think you go in there, crack the door open, and start walking away. On the partial success, you are going to get some information, but you don't get quite exactly what you want. You crack open the door, start walking away, and you hear Shakespeare about to follow after you, but then you hear a and the sound of a minifig falling against the floor and sliding, and you hear protesting words get quieter and quieter, disappearing off into the distance.
Oh boy, that's odd. Hey, guys.
Yes, Pilfer, what is it?
I may have made a discovery. I think that the people here in hell are being tortured.
Pilfer, I would say you need to read more of your religious texts.
I have a wonderful audiobook that's narrated by Tim Curry if you would like to get some information.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that one really got me.
No, I tried to just, I guess I really didn't make much of a discovery, but I was trying to help someone escape and they got dragged back down inside and I'm really rattled. I also think that maybe, Sam.
And I obviously didn't see any of this, so I turn around like, yeah, what's up, kid?
Quick question. Are the people here all Tim Curry, or are they becoming Tim Curry? Is the 10th level of hell a Tim Curry transformation center?
Well, the 10th level of hell is actually a newer development, so I'm not very familiar with this level of hell exactly. I'm actually located in the 7th level of hell, but as you can probably tell, we're getting a little overflowed here in hell as the time passes on. They need all the help they can get, so I'm kind of on a loan, if you catch my meaning.
I mean, I suppose that's, so you all know my working theory about this place, because I just met Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, but he was not a beatnik anymore, and he was much more Curry-esque.
My theory that Shakespeare's been down here because they're doing a little investigation on that whole fiasco that happened with Christopher Marlowe. They're trying to figure out what the story is between those two. You know how Christopher Marlowe just happened to die, and William Shakespeare has written a bunch of plays, and I don't know. It just seems kind of fishy if you ask me.
I'm getting the vibe there might be a bit of a backlog on investigations here if we're just getting around to that one.
I mean, what do you think? That the only people that end up in hell are the ones that keep the rules, the ones that are the straight shooters and stuff? We have a lot to do down here.
I guess that's true.
I see Emperor Palpatine being led around the corner because Tim Curry voices him in the animated Clone Wars series.
Lovely. Yeah. Let's see. We need to get you a clue from the roll that you just made. I think as you peer back into the interrogation room that you heard William Shakespeare disappear from, you follow the drag marks along the floor and see them lead to something in the wall, like the bottom portion of the wall. It looks almost like a sewer grate built into this investigation room.
I don't think I'm allowed in there, but I'm going to try and sneak in and get a closer look.
Ooh,
All right.
So I'll turn to everyone else and go, wait here 1 minute.
Pilfer,
I'm gonna stand so nonchalantly.
I'm standing very chalantly. Pilfer, I am very concerned. Don't go wandering away by yourself. If there's something you want to check out, stay with us, please.
I conveniently am looking the other way, getting really bad coffee.
I'll show the grate and explain things to Master Brickithon.
Oh, great.
I just want to see the grate. I just want to take a little peek inside.
Yes, well, let's see if we can get it open.
And so for the third time today of my 3 rolls, I've rolled a 4.
All right. Yeah, you take a little peer inside the grate, and I think the complication is going to be that, as you're peeking inside, you get stuck in the grate.
Oh no.
So it's a rectangular grate and my shoulders perfectly just wedge into it.
Yep. So you are head and shoulders stuck inside this grate, and you hear disconcerting noises coming from all around. You hear a strange scuttling. You hear the sounds of Shakespeare's voice continuing to protest off into the distance. And the clue that you pick up, the one thing that you do notice inside this sewer grate that leads down into the further sewer system is up on one of the ledges, looked like it had fallen down in here and kind of gotten washed up onto the side, is a little paper boat.
Oh, how did it take me that long to realize what you were doing? I'm just embarrassed, honestly.
Honestly, I'm surprised it took you this long too. You're the film buff here.
I've even read all 1,000 plus pages of that book. Okay, I'm gonna start kicking my feet and going, hello, somebody.
I've got you. And I'd like to pull him out.
Yeah, as you start pulling, you feel the pressure on your feet, and as you yell out and your voice reverberates along the inside of the sewer, you hear the chittering noise stop for just a moment, and then it sounds like maybe it's starting to get a little bit louder.
Master Brickithon.
Master Brickithon, you start pulling.
We all float down here, please.
I turn around, I'm like, does somebody say root beer float down here?
That's all it takes to get Sam to dive into the sewer head first. Take me, Pennywise.
Master Brickithon, let's have you rig, I think, to see if you can build your friend out of this situation.
Oh, 5.
5. All right, partial success. I think what's going to happen here would be that, you start pulling, and he's wedged in there pretty darn tightly, and as you keep pulling, you feel his legs pop off in your hands.
Oh, no.
And a pistol spills out of him.
So I think, Pilfer, you're going to take mark a couple luck, I suppose, to represent the pain of getting your legs torn off you by somebody else.
I don't have much of that.
But then, Master Brickithon, you grab the hook and the hand and keep pulling and finally manage to pop him out right at the last moment before you see a weird, tendril claw type thing go swiping past the sewer grate. And then you hear a disappointed grumble, and then the chittering sounds disappear back off down the sewer.
Well,
I saw spiders earlier, and they were not this scary. Why was that so scary?
Oleg,
I don't know.
look around and remember where we are, for Pete's sake.
We do be in hell.
I turn around and I see Cardinal Richelieu from the Three Musketeers walking by.
I regularly pop my own torso off my legs to get to my pistol, but it never hurt that bad.
I'm sorry. I panicked. I didn't know what
I think it be a side effect of hell. It's not your fault.
Which interrogation room was Mr. Thornberry in?
I was gonna say he's down this way. Why don't you put your friend back together and let's go into that interrogation room.
All right, and as Troop 4x2 starts heading off to the next interrogation room, leaving this horrifying scene behind them, I think that is where we're going to pick up next time.
Oh.
I don't like this place.
Imagine that. Yep, making all kinds of very interesting discoveries. I wonder what the beast could be.
There's no way to know what the beast might be in a place occupied entirely by Tim Curry characters that's living in the sewer and luring people into it.
I really hope that we have listeners out there who aren't just super confused about what these symbols mean.
I mean, it'll just be an actual mystery.
Yeah, you'll find out later. But in the meantime, thanks for listening to Improv Tabletop, and we'll be back next time with more adventures in the world of The Tension Builders. If you want more, go ahead and subscribe, maybe even give us a review. We would be as happy as a being made of fire who got given a beautiful bouquet of flowers if you go ahead and give us a review on the podcatcher of your choice. It's been a while since we've gotten a review. If you want to really, really lift our hearts, you could be the person who breaks the cycle and gives us another review that I can share with my friends. Wink, wink, wink. We also have a bunch of social media accounts that I am not monitoring, so don't worry about those. Instead, worry about improvtabletop@gmail.com, the place where you can reach out to me, and I will definitely see that email and probably share it with my friends if you have comments for them as well. Now it's time to shout out our next batch of Sticker Club patrons.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And the people we're shouting out this week are Jay Forsman, John Michael Carter Luckett, and the newest member of the Sticker Club, Vid's Story.
Welcome.
Yes, I got a chance to meet Vid's Story at the iCast Fireball meetup a couple weeks ago, and it was a wonderful time.
Nice.
It's so surreal to actually meet the people who have been listening to the podcast, but turns out they're pretty great people on the whole.
They're real?
Yeah.
Man.
I was there too for a little bit. They're really cool.
They exist.
I kind of thought our Patreon Discord was like a bunch of AI chatbots that just made us feel good about ourselves.
It's good to know that they're real people out there.
Yeah, turns out they're real. Turns out they're great people. And these three people in particular are, we need to come up with 3 Tim Curry characters that are not evil.
3 Tim Curry characters. Well, they could be a little evil.
A little bit evil. oh gosh, I'm racking my brains for non-evil Tim Curry characters.
Isn't
They're spam a lot.
Spam a lot?
Yeah. The King Arthur, right?
Okay.
He's bad in so many things.
Yeah, I gotta say, Ned, I actually pulled up his IMDb because you said he always plays the scumbag, and I was like, no, and I was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I was like, oh.
He's just got that voice.
Dr. Poole.
There we go.
Dr. Poole in Oscar.
Okay, yes.
One of my favorite movies.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
a good movie. You
Okay.
should check out that movie, everybody.
Ned and I have watched that together. It's a good one.
Nigel Thornberry really is one of the only good ones.
He was like an ambivalent character in that Bar Talk movie.
Oh yeah, he was the skull who has the
skull
riddles.
that let them into.
Oh, yeah.
wasn't bad, good. He was just scary looking.
Yeah.
In the TV show Redwall, he played Slagger the Cruel. Probably not a bad guy.
That is a bad guy. That is a really bad guy.
There's a TV movie of Addams Family where he is Gomez, and that is like evil but also wholesome as heck.
Okay.
Family man.
Gomez is absolutely wholesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Gomez, we've got King Arthur from Spam-A-Lot, and
Dr.
what's his
Poole.
name? Dr. Poole from Oscar, which Caleb was the one who suggested I watch Oscar for the first time a few years back. It's a good movie. You should check it out.
So good.
Okay, that's who these three people are. It took us a while to get there, but we got there. If you, dear listener, want to join the Sticker Club and be one of the Tim Currys that's not evil, then consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/improvtabletop, where you can also get things like Discord access, biannual sticker packs, and more, such as our current ongoing patron-exclusive campaign, Serpent Sea Sagas. And we have just swapped over which group of adventurers are playing in this game, and Evan is now in one of the hot seats for Serpent Sea Sagas with a very, very, if I'm being honest, unexpected character choice, but one that's been very fun so far.
Color me intrigued.
I've been really enjoying it.
Yeah, if you want to see what Evan's surprising new character is, we'll have some previews getting posted on the main feed, but you can find the whole thing over on our Patreon at our lowest price tier, just $2 a month. So yeah, grand times over there on the Patreon. Now let's do a round of plugs. Jay, it's been a while since you've done the plugs. Would you take that for us this time around?
Yeah, for sure. So definitely you should catch the iCast Fireball. They're doing a pirate campaign. And who doesn't like pirates? I mean, seriously, if you're like, man, I've loved Pirates of the Caribbean, but I wish I had more pirates, you should definitely check out this. It probably, and the thing about this story is it keeps getting better, not the other way around.
Not like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Dang, shots fired.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been a fan of pirates myself, actually, but
I didn't think so.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean, but it definitely, I think Studio C says like they like made a joke that Pirates of the Caribbean's like soda, where instead of refilling it, they just keep adding water to it. It just keeps getting more and more less flavor. But there's that. Also, from listening, because I caught up on the podcast so that I could, join as a special guest. I remember everybody saying how much they love Connor, and I think that we needed to give Connor a shout out because of how much we love him. And that
He's all right, I guess.
oh, maybe I misinterpreted it.
I've never gotten the hype.
Oh boy. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us here in the world of The Tension Builders. I'm Ned Wilcock, your host and GM, and I've been joined by
Caleb Anderton. It's getting toasty in here.
Christian Randall, gonna go watch Rock Follies of 77.
Evan Peterson. We all float in this podcast.
Jay Porter, and I'm now realizing with all the Pennywise references, Ems probably won't listen to this podcast.
Wonderful. Well, much love and stuff, everybody. We'll catch you next time on Improv Tabletop.
I think they're torturing people in hell.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is the quote of this whole series. I think they're torturing people in hell.
That got me so good.
You'll never believe it.